Hi guys, it's the Tech Boy, and today I will be showing you some changes recently made and a bit of description to my site, ISOBook. ISOBook, and for you guys that don't know, is my site, one of them, and it lets you download Windows ISO files. I think it actually is pretty much the most complete library I could find online. Of Windows ISO files. It's very complete. So it's at isobook.net, not .com, that's something else. I don't know what it is, but it looks like this. It's very nice. I like the design of it. This is ISOBook, isobook.net. Welcome to ISOBook. It has downloads for almost all your favorite Windows operating systems. Some softwares from other sites, please respect their copyrights, and looking for Windows Server ISOs, you can also try ISOBook for servers, which looks like this. Let me show you how this works. So you could download the most installed, which currently just recently changed to Windows 10 from 7. The most loved, which I think is Windows XP. Download an old one, which basically kind of random, but I chose Windows 3.x because it's different versions. You download the latest, which gives an anchor to the bottom of the Windows 10 page, to the October 2018 update. The easiest, which I think is Windows 7 to use. The oldest, which of course is Windows 1. You can see the desktop manual, which brings up a nice modal window. You'll see a lot of those on my sites. The modal windows are movable across the screen. Totally movable. And you can dismiss them like that, dismiss them like that, and then retain your position, or dismiss them like that. And you can view the full PDF right there. Same with the mobile manual. Same with a simple list view. You don't have to go through the site. It is just a directory listing of all the ISOs on my site. Lots of shadows, so I have a nice design and colors. The theme for ISOBook is red, so you click Operating Systems. This has a nice image with shadow. So let's say we'd like to download Windows 1. It brings up a window kind of like this. You can read about it. This image is shadow. This is a modal window, and it has tabs, so that's pretty cool. So you could read about it, and if you want to read the whole thing, you could read more, and of course that leads you to Wikipedia. You can view install instructions, so this is how to install. And I made it so it highlights under and gets bold. Or you could download, and there's only one download for that, and it is Windows 1. You could view the full page, which is this. Windows 2, pretty much same deal. Skip to Windows Vista. So this is the Windows Vista page. So you read about it, install instructions, and download. Now, you have lots of downloads. So let's say we want to download all-in-one RTM. I have all of the downloads a lot of sites don't have. Like most sites don't have Enterprise of Vista. I had a really hard time finding Vista Enterprise, and I'm not going to tell you where I got it, but you may be able to find it. And then all-in-one RTM is also pretty hard to find. It's usually SP1 or SP2. And yeah. Windows 8 is a really hard to find operating system. It's always 8.1. I found all the editions of Windows 8, including Enterprise, which is pretty much Windows 8 Enterprise is probably one of the hardest operating systems to find, along with Vista Enterprise, and one more I'll show you later. But I found it all. Windows 10 older versions, so these are like not the newest versions, but the old versions of Windows 10. Even the button has a shadow, nice. So we have RTM and Enterprise RTM and the November update, anniversary, and creators update. I even have this page. I know a lot of people are a fan of this. Old Windows betas. Take a look at this. I have a ton of these too. It's a bit hard to navigate. I'm still working on making it easier, but it is a bit tough to navigate with a modal on the betas page especially. So I'm just going to show you on the full page. We have Whistler, Longhorn, so that's 408 Vista Beta 2, which is Longhorn, but it's categorized differently. We have Windows 7, tons of Windows 7 betas, pre-milestone 1, 6469, that's right. We have Windows 7 milestone 1, 6519. This build right here is so hard to find. I spent months trying to find this build here. 6519. Milestone 2, 6608. Milestone 3, 6801. Does this still work? Yes, good. Another 6801, Mega NZ. So there's some of the links linked to other sites. Not all of them are directly from mine, but most of them are. Some from the archive and stuff. 6956, really cool. And of course, this one you could find around, but it's not the most uncommon, but it is pretty tough to find. It's the Beta 1 700. Pre-RC1 build 7057. So that's a tough one to find. Windows 8 milestone 1, so it's given to 8. 7850, this one's really hard to find. Developer Preview, Developer Preview 8102. That one's hard to find. Consumer Preview, Release Preview, and Windows 8.1 Preview, and then Windows 10 Technical Preview 9841. So tons of really good betas. Remember, having trouble with the modal, just click View Full Page, because I'm still working on making the modals good. Windows 7. Also, these modals are like the others. You can move them. Really cool. So Windows 7, you can go in here. Again, lots of downloads for Windows 7. Can be unresponsive at times. There we go. So starter RTM, and we have SP1 and stuff, and I have a really cool one here. Professional Service Pack 1, Dell OEM. So this has all the Dell wallpapers and tools and branding. It's pretty cool. And this doesn't just work on Dell computers. It works on anything, but you may have a bit trouble activating it on a normal computer, but you could do your best. And these don't work anymore. I am definitely working on fixing these two links. Microsoft has removed them. The care.dl service they have removed. So they're not on there, so that's just a bit of a bug, which I can fix easily, and I will. But Windows 8.1, we can download all of those. We even have the VL if you're looking for that, which is volume licensing. And then the latest, Windows 10, you can download all of these. From the Fall Creators Update, these are the supported ones. Fall Creators Update, April 2018 Update, and Pro and Home, October 2018 Update, of course. Now I want to show you ISOBook for Service. They do have ads. It would be very nice if you could click on some of them just to support me, but of course I can't force you to do that. It's a bit weird for me to even say that, but I did. So this is Windows Server. Also, we have some more general directions here to give you some more info about installing if you're having trouble. This is Windows 2000 servers, the first. We have Windows Server 2008. Those. Now all of these downloads work, but the ones that are handbit.co.kr, they may take a long time. I am warning you about that. Windows Server 2008 R2. These ones are good. 2012. This is a special, and this is the one I was saying later I'll talk about. It is probably the hardest, #1 hardest Windows ISO file to find. Non-evaluation for Windows Server 2012. Just a regular data center standard. Non-evaluation. It is probably the hardest one ever. It is virtually impossible to find it, but I have it. So, it's very handy. I think you guys are very much going to like my site. If any of you want to download Windows ISOs, please head over here. I even have another software page on the main one, which I have Unlocker, WinKeyFinder, Zune software. I even have Office, like Office 2007 Enterprise, 2010 Professional. You can download Exchange 2010, even Yosemite, OS X Yosemite 10.10.4. It's an app file. It loads as a folder if you're on Windows, but if you're on a Mac, it'll download if you're on Safari. it'll download as an app file. I think it works on Chrome on a Mac too. TeamViewer, Windows 7 login screen changer, .NET Framework web installer, an old version of SkyDrive meant to go with 8, which is really hard to find. You'll never believe where I found this, but I did. Internet Explorer 11, and they even put some other sites I like WinWorld, and pzip I use to extract stuff. Of course, the official TechNet Eval Center, and it is pretty buggy, that site. And you could download lots of versions at Download for iOS. And get into PC, everybody pretty much knows you could download that. There's a blog which has change logs for my ISOBook. It's WordPress powered, so it has all that stuff on it. Pretty nice. And you can take the survey, and you could give me some feedback. I'd love that. And everything applies there too, of course. And then buy CLB Solutions. It just shows some of my other creations. So that's ISOBook. Miss Comtel is just a little operating system that I made. I'll show you that another time. And Cloud Desktop is a cool little thing I made to access your desktop from the cloud without any server or client-side installations. Nobody seems to be viewing it, but it works. So, okay, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.